Hello, hello, hello. In today's video, we're gonna go over the Tier 5 Russian tank destroyer called SU-2-122. Yes, this is a 122mm gun, or it's two of them, so, well, they just brought it into the same name. And this tank is... it's not good, but it's not bad. It's a fun tank. It's a meme tank, honestly. Like, you just don't think too highly of this tank. It's just go out there and having a blast, and literally having a blast. Because this double barrel gun is quite fun to operate. And oh, I can't turn more to the right. I'm fully traversed. Ah, we didn't burn them. But man, is it fun to shoot with this double barrel. As you can see, the shells are not fast at all. They are not fast at all. The HE that I'm shooting now has 450 alpha, 61 pen, and 515 shell velocity. So I'm just hoping for more spots here. So this tank already is not a good... Oh, can we... Oh, how dare he? How dare he dodge us? So it's not a particularly good sniper tank at all. What the shells are. Oh, it looks like they're finally crossing here. Now we can finally line up. We have to have a lot of lead here. Switching to H2 heat right away. The heat is 370 alpha, 140 pen, and 412 shell velocity. We're lining up, and we fire. And directed. Oh man, I just love shooting with this sort of tank destroyer. Because the shell lobs, so we can shoot over certain areas and vehicles and you know, hills and such. So third-person shooting is kind of viable when it comes to these derp guns. It's a old thing, but we're gonna go for I would say it's the position that's not been used very often in randoms, and it's very hard to use it because very often do not people go up right here where they are. And unfortunately, when I finally get there, they move away from me. But we're gonna sit there and be a little bit patient and waiting. The standard dispersion for this tank is, I kid you not, 0.46. But sometimes you still hit these sniper shots of 500 meters. Let's see. Get hit the blind. No, we missed the blind. Ah, we could have waited with that shell. We were a little bit greedy. I was hoping we would hit that. If we waited a little bit, we would have both shells ready. But now we get to reload both of them. As you can see, the reload there is I have around 9.8, and now I've shot a little bit too early because I thought he's gonna go away. And since our shells is so slow, we have to really think about, are they moving or they're not moving. But we managed to score that hit though, so that's good. Now we'll just load up the HE to finish him real quickly. It should be like 1 or 2 shells, and then he's gone. The aim time is 2.88 seconds, so it's kind of a slow aim time, but it's kind of understandable considering the gun with its alpha on its tear. Usually these derp guns are absolutely ruining things. Oh, that was a big hit. Yeah, we just need one more of those hits and then he's gone. It seems like he has no repair, so we should be kind of good with this. Nope, that's a miss. The dispersion is really kicking in now. And one thing you also might have noticed is our view range is very, very, very bad. We have a base view range of 280. And I'm using binos here. Even with binos, a fully kitted out crew and everything, we still don't have full view range. But I still like to have a better view range than nothing. And then finally we took out that KV-1. It took a little bit of RNG, but we managed to nail it. So I still like to have this little bit more extra view range than it gives. You can play this tank without any view range and be a full-on support and derp people left, right, and center. One other thing that this tank has is actually quite a good mobility. It's a very... I don't know how to say, like, it's this semi-fast box tank. To be honest, like, this speed is kind of alarmingly kind of nice. It's very stable as well. You have a top speed of 45 in this tank, so I haven't tested it with the turbo, but I think that is gonna really elevate it. Yeah, and you have the reverse speed of 14, so it's not the best turn to get away, but it's not a really tank design that you're supposed to get away. You're supposed to go in, annihilate the target, like this little T-28 is absolutely unaware. And he's gone. And now we're gonna go for the Panzerkampfwagen KV-1. And we're gonna set up the aim. And then he's gone as well. So the mobility of this tank is actually fairly good. Surprisingly good. It's like one of those little bit mediums on this tier. Are we just lining up this Skoda? Oh, he's moving. So we have to shoot now because it's like 500 plus. He stopped a little bit. Oh man, shame. Shame I couldn't predict that he could stop there. That was real shame. But it seems like he just keeps on going. So we're gonna try and take some educated blind shots. Hopefully we hit. No. No, we missed them both. Unfortunately. But they were very, very, very. They would be very, very, very lucky if we managed to connect those hits on those tanks. Yeah, on the Skoda there. The camo value is like 13-ish when you're standing still and 8 when you're moving, so you kind of boost up the camo quite okay in this tank. Right now I'm using a crew that doesn't really have good camo, so it's kind of bad for me in that terms. But I mean, the tank is a nasty little ambusher, nasty little finisher, and here we get to see how intuition works with a double barrel. You only reload the first shell, or one of the shells, so it's kind of unfortunate the intuition works that way. I'm thinking maybe they still sit there, so I'll try to do some couple of blinds. Somewhere they're spotting here, presumably. I'm thinking they usually sit up there, maybe. No. Somewhere someone is spotting me. And I don't know exactly where. There's way too many bushes. I'm looking, there's probably like 6 bushes they can sit in. And I don't know what spots me. We're gonna do a little bit of a deduction here, or eliminate some bushes. So we're gonna pull back a little bit, take the next leap out, the next, I don't know what to call it, alleyway out to this catwalk that I like to call it. And now we're gonna continue blinding. Alright, let's just continue blinding these bushes. So this bush is a little bit closer than usual, than the first bush we blinded. Not that. I'm like, okay, let's go for a normal bush then, where people like to sit, usually sit. Nope, not there as well. Oh, talk more about the gun as well. You have a gun depression of -6, so not that great at all, to be honest. It's one of those gun depression you have to be careful of. You have a gun elevation of 15 though. Oh, you spotted him, and there he was. And you can see binos having an effect on battlefield, even though we don't have full view range. How about that? How about that? Look at that, making binos work in 2022. My god, I never thought I would say that in my life. I'm trying here to look for a third-person shot on the Stug, and I don't think we have it. So we're just gonna load up the heat, because both the Stug and the T6 medium are both one shot. I'm making sure I don't get spotted here. That's why I waited a little bit for my movement, because this is a very tall tank. So even though when you see from your view like this, it sticks up quite a bit. And then we have the Stug. We're not gonna wait for that second shell to reload. And my allies managed to pick up the T6 medium, so we feel pretty good here, feel very robust. So we're just gonna start moving and see if we can find this Skoda somewhere. He's been unspotted for a very long time, and we used a lot of time to kind of decamp them here. It takes around 3 seconds to charge up the gun, 5 seconds, to after you shot the first shot to shoot the second shot. We have a little bit of time between there, and I'm like, you know what, he's not over there. And then I ping, and then I'm like, you know what, alright, okay, they ping again. Maybe they are there, okay. Or maybe the SU actually didn't move. So we're just gonna storm right at him. While we still have hit points, and the Skoda is still lost. Or the Skoda is looking everywhere. Maybe it's taking his time. Oh wow, I just read now the potential damage for this tank is 18,000. But that's just with the HE though. But that is ridiculous. ridiculous amount of damage you can do. But you mostly gonna load heat this tank because it's so much fun to derp around with this one. I was hoping I could do a double whammy bammy on him, but nope. No double whammy bammy on him. So I'm like, alright, let's keep going then. I still have the hit point, I still have the Skoda around. We have to see if we can find him or not. The hull armor, we have to talk about the armor at all. Armor is non-essential this tank. The hull armor is 45 all around. All around, front, side, back. Oh, there he is. I was hoping we could finish with a double. No. He killed one of my radio operators. So I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of hit points. I can just storm the front. I was hoping this 14 TP... Ah, we missed that one. Hoping this 14 TP would actually try and go up and trade with him now. Take one hit to do one hit. But the T6 medium managed to catch a hit on him, which is pretty nice. We're gonna go up here and finish him off. We have enough hit points to withstand, I think, 2 shells. And the third one he kills me. But we're gonna finish in style. Ah, man. It's so satisfying double whammy bammy people with this tank. But that's it. Let's go hop into the next replay. Here we are in the next replay, where we are gonna check out Ruinberg. Usually a map that's very heavily defense intensive, I would say. It's a lot of you just go and hold kind of thing. And here I like to go with my sort of standard bush. I always like to go here when I'm playing tank destroyers that I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay, it's just this. it's just me being a little bit of a derp. Probably talking with someone in chat or something like that while doing my live stream on Twitch. And I usually like to go this bush because it's you can punish them going middle, you can sort of help them, you can shoot the light tanks and such, and in case something really bad happens right in front of us, the city, the little village here, then you can sort of keep holding there. It's a kind of a neat little place to start with as your tank destroyer, but I don't like to remain in those positions for a long time. So I always try to look and see if I can move out. And here I almost always like to go zero line. Because that's a little bit of movement, a little bit of moves you can do some side scraping, you can punish people here and there when you sort of wanna clear this village. Oh, the ELC is spotted. We can third person shoot him. Can't just set up with auto aim. Ah, he was moving a little bit, so we're gonna wait until he stops. He stopped. Hold aim, fire. Top? No, maybe. Hit or not? Maybe. But this tank is a full-on meme tank. It's nothing else. Like, I heard so many people saying, oh, this tank, oh, it's not that good, or, oh man, I wish it was a better tank. But like, seriously, this is a fun tank. I really have fun in this tank. But it's a double shot derp tank. Like, oh my god. Some of these shots is gonna be really nice. And the alpha is really sticking out there. One thing I haven't really discussed about is the gun handling, which is actually quite good on this tank when you move around, when you set up. Usually when you have these box tanks and you kind of turn around like this, the gun handling is kind of bad, but with this it feels, I don't know why. This last bit here, it takes some time to aim in, but oh no, we didn't pen him, unfortunately. But that's 100% pen though. On the E25. Very important that we sort of nullify the E25 as much as we can. Because that thing is dangerous here. And we do want to sort of move around the place, we don't want to stay still. So we're going to see if we can go down to the middle and shoot, but we don't want to cross too early here. Because then, well, they might have moved up, they might be spotting us, and then the jig is up. We have to hide and wait a little bit extra then. We're gonna go here for some extra little bit of sniping. And this tank is beautiful in snipes. Absolutely beautiful. Stay there, you have to really determine if it goes sideways. I mean, manage to hit the lower plate. Move a little bit closer. And he seems to be in the same trajectory, so we're gonna load up the double whammy bammy. Ah, we missed one, but we hit one though. Man, he started turning when we were loading up the shell. Uncool, uncool. He's looking around. See the Panzer IV? Seems like he's staying still. Oh, I thought we would get the kill there, but no. The super helicopter managed to pick him up. And I see we're getting pushed in the sort of... I don't know what that road is called. The E2 road? It's very weird to say, but it's one of the roads that are getting pushed up that the VZ, our VZ and the T1 Heavy is not holding up, it seems like. Our Tiger is moving in at the same time. So we're just gonna quickly see if we can't help them with some good sniper shots from this legendary sniper tank. But we have the trick that our shells are slow, so we can lob the shells. And that is exactly what we're gonna set up to do right here. So as you can see, we barely have a view on them. You see how little we see of the KV, but if we actually third person them and hold our aim right here, we can lob the shells and actually connect them. They do spot us. Oh, that one hit the rubble, the debris. And this game is 7-11 at the moment. I have 2 people on the field. I have 2 artillerists who must help out as much as we can. We're gonna set up a trap here. I don't know, the M2Y or the KV-1S. We don't really... It don't really matter which one is which. But hopefully we can kind of ambush someone here. The artillery is spotting the 2 line. So we know that he's not gonna come from there. Because then either the artillery dies or he spots him. And if it comes around us, then he has to go up the cap road to go there, but he probably knows the artillery might be in the corner, so we're just gonna sit. Oh, there he is, one of them. We're gonna try to utilize this just to keep going forward, because we've got one of them. They know where we at, but we don't know where they at. So we know that one thing is capping. The 25 is just rushing forward to watching the minimap. The M10 got spotted. We're just gonna try to take this opportunity to maybe we can go into the cap area and kill it, or we can find the M2Y maybe. But we have to do something. We can't sit still. We sit still, we become a sitting duck and easy to take out. So we start with minimizing. I was gonna say we start with minimizing our exposure for the capper, but we see the M2Y getting spotted. Setting up the aim. I wish the M2Y continue after SU. Try to shoot him on the side while he's exposed. And this shot, I have no idea where to land it. I see a green spot there, but it's not really working out. We need to drag him closer to us. The weakness of the M2Y is that big thing on the top. The cupola. And there we go. The capper didn't leave, so we have a little bit of extra time. We see the E25 just coming around to our backside. We see that he's a one-shot. No, I know before the E25 can reach me that we can find something and shoot something in the cap. Oh, find a Stug. Maybe we can shoot him. Want to fully aim, and he moved away. I didn't want to take a half-assed shot, so the E25 is incoming from behind, so we quickly turn around, auto-aim, set up the aim a little bit faster. Make sure we get that kill. You see the M10 is also on our back here. One of the artillery is fired. I'm gonna just try and see if I can't get another shot on the Stug. It's a very minor angle. We can maybe have him. No! They went so close. We know the M10 is incoming from behind. We are spotted though, so he knows that I'm pulled away. Don't want to give up too much. I'm unspotted now. I'm thinking maybe he will take it slow, so I will just go at him. Oof. Luckily he kept pushing. Okay, the Stug left the cap. Even though if he stopped and start shooting there, I will still get the second shot on him. Alright, this Stug and the 2 artilleries versus us at the moment. I'm trying to get away so I don't become permanently spotted by him, but he seems a little bit eager. So we need to be a little bit on our guard here. Still, we know that one artillery has fired. We don't know about the second one. So we're a little bit wary about where they might pop up. This Stug should have left the cap way earlier if you want to do that. Try to occupy me as much as you can. We're hoping we can kind of catch him out here on the right. See if we can just take him out real quickly. We are a little bit worried about the artillerists, and oh my, he went back to the fountain. We did shoot that one shell, but we have another shell lining up. The Stug, he had a little bit trouble moving in. Now we have 2 artillerists we need to dig out. We are, I would say, a one-shot. And we are a little bit worried because none of them has showed up. And there's been very few amount of shells incoming, so I'm really thinking they're moving closer to me. So I'm gonna be quite scared when I'm moving around here. But that's the best part. When you're scared, when you don't know, when you have to move out, when you have to make the moves. When you have to look forward, where you want to go find, where they can be at. You have to sort of sniff them out. So we're gonna take our time here. We're gonna methodically try to clear a little bit here and there. Here we're gonna go a little bit aggressive, but we can dive in directly to the right as well. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And we have bad view range as well, just as the artillery has. So it's like whoever gets to spot first almost wins these kind of duels, actually. And we keep sort of dodging around, taking our time. Here I'm thinking maybe the artillery. And one thing I haven't talked about is that the 360 view in the tank destroyer mode does not work with this tank, because it has the double barrel. So inside the sniper view... Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. We see he's not looking, so we can maybe set up, and I completely botch. Oof. Completely botch setting that one up. We got him though, so that's very, very, very good. We still don't know where the Hummel is. The team is pinging, where he most logically could be sitting at. But like I said, the 360 view does not work inside the tank, so that's kind of a big minus, because a lot of times when you're running away or when you're moving, you kind of want to check around you instead of checking in arcade view or third-person view. So we're trying to use this window to spot, to see if we find something, and oh, we spot, and then oh, the Hummel is over there. The Hummel was AFK all this time. Oh, 8 kills, we take it. It's a good finisher, but it's not with a double whammy bammy. Disappointed in yourself there, Isna. Very disappointed. But hey, we take this 8 kills, 3000 damage, let's hop into the garage. But before we go into the coastal township to check out the garage, just check the description down below. It's for the Santa's helper during Christmas. It's basically to get some free goodies and such. So all you have to do is just click on one of those links down there if you're Asia, NA or EU, and then you get my code, and that's where you can get some free goodies. And what you get is everything from premium, what you can get. It's premium tanks, if you reach the top end goal milestones, and then premium days and some 2D styles as well. It's gonna be more clear the further on we get during this Christmas event. But further ado, let's check out the coastal township with this tank, the SU-2-122. As you can see, we're gonna go over the crew, equipments, shells, consumables, and no field modification again, because it's a tier 5. Does not have any field modification, and it's a humongous crew on this tank. It's a 6-man crew, and one thing that stands out big time is a Russian radio operator. And it's only this tank, the SU-222 and the KV-4 KTTS, that has a radio operator on the Russian tank destroyers out there. So if you don't have the KV-4 KTTS, you have to recruit a radio operator. But if you're just gonna start, for the commander, it's Brothers in Arms, Situational Awareness, Recon, I would say Concealment, then Repair. This is the crew for the Object 263, which are trying to level up at the same time here. And then for the gunner, we have Brothers in Arms, Repair, Snapshot. Snapshot helps you inside sort of the tank destroyer's gun arc. So when you move the gun inside of that sort of the sort of small gun arc. This gun arc on this tank is 8. So it's almost virtually useless, you could say, but there's not much else to pick. I mean, you could maybe say Deadeye, Actually, you should say Deadeye because of this 122. I need to check it. Yeah, it's 122. I said it earlier even. It's a 122 gun, so you should have a Deadeye on it. Probably good for the 263 again as well. Made me think. I should probably have Deadeye. And as the last 5th skill, then you can probably pick Snapshot. Because maybe you can pick even Firefighting. Actually, the more... maybe you should pick the Snapshot. Because that helps a little bit of aiming. Just a little bit. And why not? With Firefighting, you're most likely already gonna be dead when you're getting set on fire in this thing. For the driver, we go with Brothers in Arms, Off-Road Driving, Repair, Clutch Braking. And I would pick Camouflage as well. I'd probably pick Camouflage before I pick any of these 3. But Brothers in Arms are first, then Camo. And then I would pick as I choose. But I would pick one of those 3. You could sneak in a Smooth Ride instead of a Clutch Braking for this tank. Because the Smooth Ride helps you when you're moving backwards and forward. So when you go slowly forward, when you, for example, cresting over a small hill or something like that, that Smooth Ride, it gives you a very little bonus. But that little bonus, it's actually noticeable, especially on a tank such as this when it's very bad aim time and very bad dispersion. So it's going to be noticeable. The radio operator, straightforward. Brothers in Arms, situational awareness, concealment, repair, and then firefighting. The other skills you can kind of not use, to be honest. I mean, it's a lower tier, so I guess you pick, if you had to pick a radio operator skill, probably have the one that helps boost your allies' signal range. I can't even remember what it's called. But that one helps, because usually lower tiers people don't have, this type of crew that I have at the moment. And for the loader, you would pick, you have 2 loaders here even. So you would pick Brothers in Arms, Intuition, Camo, Repair, and then you could maybe sneak in the Adrenaline Rush or Safe Stowage. It would be one of the either. As you can see on my tank, I have a Adrenaline Rush already in here. But I think I picked that earlier just because we get the perk done and then boom, have it done. And then for the second loader, I would only switch out the Safe Stowage or Adrenaline Rush, like I have here. Split them up. But let's go over the equipment that I like to use. As you can see, I have IRM, the rotation mechanism, the rammer, and the binos. And it's very cut clear forward. The IRM rotation mechanism helps us with the aiming a little bit and also the turning of the tank. And then rammer for the reload. Binos to get that little bit extra view range, but it doesn't really do too much. You can just dump the binos and just put in the improved aiming. So you get a little bit better dispersion, but you get like 0.2-ish with it. You can go full bounty as well, and then you're going to be even more destructive. But the shells, after I played it a little bit more, it's a 10-30. You want to have a lot of heat because you're going to be using that a lot. The HE is good to have, especially for blind firing or when you know you're going to find a target that has no armor. And then we go with the consumables, repair kit, and first aid kit with the rations, which I used on 97 vehicle. Oh wow, that was a lot more than I thought. I have 97 Russian tanks. Wow. Alright, but that's my little review of the SU-2-122. It's a fun tank, it's chaotic, it suits Tier 5 perfectly for that chaotic funness, and it's a straight up meme tank that we probably think the Wargaming just came up with, because in the description, I think at the very bottom here, remain in the archives where we were recently discovered. All of a sudden, recently this thing was discovered. But maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But anyway, that was my little review of the SU-2-122. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. Have a good day.